WSIC Weather Center. Meteorologist Chase Myers.
Hey folks, you know Randy Marion Ford Lincoln in Statesville is known for the prices and selection, but I tell you what, you may not have known the distinction that this store received with Ford and Lincoln this year. We received the President's Award for 2023 for Ford for the 5th year in a row. We also received it for Lincoln for the first year, and I tell you, those awards don't come easily. It all boils down to taking care of the customers and having the vehicles you want in stock for you to buy.
The following is a paid program that does not necessarily reflect the views of WSIC.
I want to see the kind of industries that are opening up.
This is Local Biz Now with Joe Vagnone, where your business matters. Local Biz Now.
You have to determine what is working, what isn't working.
Joe Vagnone is a respected business broker, helping individuals buy and sell businesses. Joe has successfully owned and operated many companies in a variety of industries. This is Local Biz Now. Because your business matters.
And you are listening to the #1 live talk business show in North Carolina. Come to you from Berners Cigar Studio. Berners Cigar Company is home of the fine premium cigars, where fine cigar smokers gather for a fine selection of cigars and knowledgeable staff. Whether you're new to premium cigars, a seasoned connoisseur, or a cigar aficionado, we invite you to join the experience at Berners Cigars. Hey, go out, check out their locations. They got one in Birkdale. They got one out on Highway 16 in Denver, and I understand that there's another one on the way. So, as with Berners, this radio show, Local Biz Now, hopes to inspire, inform, and entertain you, because that's what we do here at News Talk, WSIC 105.9 FM, 100.7 FM, and 1400 AM. You're listening to Local Biz Now. We've been going strong for over 11 years. We have over 868 interviews with small business owners and the community leaders. We have over 675 interviews that are on YouTube. Search for Joe Vagnone, business broker, on YouTube to watch many of these interviews. We're also live on Facebook right now, live on YouTube, and live on X. And you can listen to us also on the WSIC app, which is available on in Apple Store and the Google Store. So by now, if you're a regular on the show, you know that Joe is normally here. I'm filling in for Joe, and I'm very grateful for that. I'll do my best to be interactive. If you make comments on, I do already have comments on Facebook. I'll try to be interactive there, but we'll see how that goes. And if you're one of our regular listeners, also maybe you've seen me before. I'm James Sanders. I'm president of Shared Resources. We bring enterprise quality technical support and security to Main Street businesses at Main Street budgets. And I have the honor today to fill in for Joe, because Joe is away celebrating his 30th anniversary with his wife, Ronnie. Today we have two guests. We have Melissa Hamilton from the Peach Cobbler Factory, and Don Smith of Mista D's world-famous gourmet popcorn. Joe's 30 years. 30 years. You know, when Joe was telling me that if he had known that his wife was going to stay with him for 30 years, he probably would have been a better husband from the very beginning, instead of waiting so long and having her wear him in. But let's move on. Don?
Yes.
Yes. All right, you are Don Smith.
I am.
From Mista D's world-famous gourmet popcorn.
That is true.
And you are a veteran owned and operated?
I am a U.S. veteran.
Well, thank you for your...
So.
Oh, U.S. veteran.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. The U.S. military.
U.S. military.
All right. Yeah. What service were you in?
I was in the Army.
Army? And what did you do?
I was a tank operator and ended up being the battery commander's driver.
All right.
And so that was a great experience. If I had it over again, I would.
Were you a colonel?
No.
So you were not, that's too bad, because if you were a colonel and then later got into the popcorn business.
Oh, yeah.
That would have been great.
Wouldn't it have been great to be able to give the old man some popcorn?
Well, I've known you for about 4 years now.
Yes, sir.
And I've known that you were into popcorn for about a year now.
Yes, sir. Been about a year. August 19th is 1 full year that old Mr. D been making some popcorn, gourmet style, small batch. You know how it works.
And I do know how it works from talking to you. Let's talk about that today. But did the idea about popcorn just pop into your head, or where did that
No.
come from?
No, it is something that, of course, I like to eat. And because I like to eat, I like to cook. And I like popcorn.
Okay.
And so, and I started, just investigating and, messing around with, just trying little in-home recipes and stuff. So and I got to doing the research on it and found out that it was something that could be lucrative.
All right. Now, but this is not your first business. You are a serial entrepreneur.
Yeah, I had plenty of cereal.
Prior to Mr. D's Gourmet Popcorn,
Yes.
you also have a shave ice truck.
I have, and I wanted. The thing of that was, I had a friend of mine who was from Hawaii, and he told me, he said, I've been inland for about a year, and I have had a complicated time finding true, authentic, genuine Hawaiian shave, not shaved, shave, S-H-A-V-E, snow. And I said, well, that's interesting.
How long have you been running that truck?
5 years.
5 years.
5 years. This year was 5 years.
So one day you're out, you're running the truck,
Mm-hmm.
and you've got this light, sweet drink.
Yes.
And you think, you know what? No, go with this. Be some gourmet popcorn.
Well, actually, I heard some people talking about, where are we going to find some good popcorn?
Yeah.
And I said, well, I've got some popcorn here. So we started serving ours just regular old theater pop. We fix it the old-fashioned style, put real butter in it, put a little coconut oil so it has some natural sweetness, and put real sea salt and pop it in. Oh, this is really good. And so the thought came, well, why don't I start adding some caramel to it, or start adding.
And this is just as a hobby for yourself?
It is.
Okay.
It started out being a hobby,
Right.
but now it's part of the program.
What would you say is the key thing that sets your popcorn apart from other popcorns?
It is small batch, genuine gourmet popcorn where we use real product, real butter, real sea salt, a tad bit of coconut oil for natural sweetness, and it is all manufactured small batch.
All right.
Just like Grandma done.
Small batch.
Small batch.
How small is batch? Is that a barrel full?
Oh, no.
A whiskey
no,
barrel
no.
full?
No. Oh, I know that. Now we're talking something else.
Oh, okay. Your other small batch. We won't get into that.
Yeah, we'll get to that after a while.
But how big is small batch?
Small batch can be a gallon, max of 10 gallons, but traditionally we do 5 and 10 gallons, unless it's a specialty flavor. Let's say that you have something that you really like, something that you can remember, like, say you like kettle corn made with molasses.
Mm-hmm. I do.
Oh,
that sounds real
well,
good.
then we make molasses kettle corn. And you know what molasses is made of? It is condensed milk and sugar. Brown sugar.
I do now.
Yes, you do.
I do now.
It's all sugar. Now, just every bit of it.
Hey, we've got less than a minute before we go to break, but Don, what is your website address? Where can people go to start looking at this popcorn while we're talking about it?
Well, they can go to Mista, and that is pronounced Mista, like a sister, but Mista, Mista, DSGOURMET, popcorn.com.
Mista DS Gourmet Popcorn.
Mr. D's Gourmet Popcorn.
Very good.
.com.
Very good. Well, I am hungry, and we have this bag of it here.
Yes.
So during the break, let's open this and get ready to taste some of it, and I'll ask you some more questions when we come back.
Absolutely. Let's get it done.
I appreciate you being on here.
Thank you for your time.
It is Monday afternoon. Local Biz Now. Your business matters.
We'll return to Local Biz Now with entrepreneur Joe Vagnone in just a moment on 105.9, 100.7 WSIC.
We're kicking off a brand new week and more opportunities for rain. Really, what could soak us by the end of the weekend to the upcoming weekend, with a couple different systems on the way, and a system that could be forming in the Gulf of Mexico that may bring some rain and possibly rain our way by the weekend. In the meantime, some clouds, some sunshine peeking out at times for Monday. We'll really ward off the rain chance until a spotty shower possible this evening. Keep that chance around for Tuesday with high temperatures both days around 80. That's your forecast from the WSIC Weather Center. I'm meteorologist Chase Myers.
The WSIC app is available now wherever you get your apps, featuring local deals from great local businesses like
30
Serenity
years.
Now Massage Therapy.
Yeah. Ronnie told me that she just realized 30 years later she's not just Joe's wife, but also his unpaid therapist.
Live under the Oaks
So
on Friday.
that's
The
what
village
30
is
years
open
is.
all day long for
I
shopping
agree.
and dining, with Hey Ladies taking the stage at 6 p.m. Bring your chairs and enjoy on-site beverages from Red Rocks. Live under the Oaks kicks off at 6 p.m. Friday. This Saturday, the Taba Walk begins at 2 p.m. in Old Town Cornelius. Join the area's premier arts and music festival and get ready to experience
2.33
Lake
billion?
Norman's most
Have you got your
action-packed
billion
and
yet?
fun-filled community
Hey, I want to
celebration
remind you,
with
we're
plenty
live
to
on
do for the
Facebook.
entire family.
Oh, my Lord.
Festivities include 2 stages of live bands and entertainment, local artists, craftsmen and vendors, local breweries, multiple food truck courts, a petting zoo, kid zones, games, giveaways,
Thank you
and
so much.
much more. The Taba Walk begins at 2 p.m.
That's a
Saturday in
stopwatch that he'll
Old Town
restart
Cornelius.
later.
Northview's Stars Ministry presents a fundraising carnival for children and adults
$3
with
billion
special needs on September
And
28th.
it's,
The carnival begins at 11 a.m. Saturday at 2615 Amity Hill Road in Statesville with free admission. There will be food, activities, and fun for the whole family. Please help raise funds for children and adults with special needs Saturday at the Yorkview Church of Christ in Statesville. The Breakaway Carolina Music Festival returns to ZMAX Dragway this Friday and Saturday, bringing a party like no other. The festival features 2 days of music, activities, and much more, beginning at 4 p.m. on both days. Visit CharlotteMotorspeedway.com for information, tickets, and details for the Carolina Breakaway Music Festival this Friday and Saturday.
Call it one
The
and the same.
Renaissance
Golden
Festival is
Kernels.
back
one and the
Saturdays
same.
and Sundays, October 5th
Thank
through
you so
November
much.
24th. Jousting nights, mermaids, fairies, dragons. Oh my! Tickets available online only at renfestinfo.com. Don't miss it!
To keep up with all the events happening around the community and much more, including amazing local deals, download the WSIC News app today.
Local Biz
And
Now with Joe Bagnone continues now on 105.9,
We are
100.7
back
WSIC.
with Local Biz Now.
Local starts
And I'm
here.
sitting here, and we are back with Local Biz Now. And I'm sitting here with Don Smith, Mista D's Gourmet Popcorn. And we talked about some flavors earlier. But what is your most popular flavor? What are you selling the most of?
Good old-fashioned buttery theater pop outsells it all. If it's done right now, I mean real buttery theater popcorn, the same thing that you get while you're sitting in the theater.
And you can ship that.
You sure can.
Where can you ship it to?
Anywhere in the U.S.
Anywhere in the U.S.
In the
All
whole
right.
USA, you can get some.
All right. Well, I don't mean to butter yet, but my favorite one is white cheddar.
Mm-hmm.
And I like that sea salt and black pepper.
Mm-hmm.
That's a really tasty one also.
All right, that is the number 2. Your top 5,
Let's hear
but buttery is always the go. That's the one that goes home.
Yeah.
Then comes your sea salt and black pepper. Then comes your white cheddar, your yellow cheddar, and then comes your kettle. That is your top 5.
I would probably switch, for me, the gourmet kettle corn more towards the front. But that is absolutely the 5 that I love.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
There you go.
Hey,
It's a good
all right.
decision.
You've been at it. Thank you. Let me get on there and order some right now.
Come on, get you some.
Now, you've been at this for a year. You said
A year solid, absolutely in the gourmet popcorn side of it.
all right. And what have you found to be your biggest challenge so far?
The biggest challenge for me is getting people to try something different. When you talk about gourmet popcorn, I mean, there's on my website, we've got, I think, 29 of the top sellers.
29.
29 of people that, this is stuff that's frequently ordered, people that like this, hey, can I get this and that? So we narrowed it down to 29 and put it on there because it's popular.
Okay, right.
But trying to get people to get out of the tradition of I like this and this only.
I got you.
I mean, if you can get a lot of times, and so we hand out samples. I mean, if we're set up at an event, and that's why we have the small packs, the little sampler packs that you call a regular pack. That is really a sample pack.
Yeah.
It is a simple serving, and we get, here, try this. If you like it, you know what? You can buy some. If you don't like it, you're out nothing. I'm willing to invest in you.
Gotcha. All right. That is tough, because if I have to choose what I'm about to spend my money on, I'm going to pick with a tried and true, what I'm accustomed to. So I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I think I've tried a couple flavors that I would not have otherwise tried from you. The candy apple.
The candy apple.
Candy apple. That was a great flavor.
Right.
Yeah.
And so the beauty of candy apple, we take wild cherry, sugar, and the flavoring, the same thing you get on a real candy apple, by the way we do candy apples. We take that and coat or sugar coat the popcorn with that, and then we take sour apple and make sour apple and mix the two together, tumble them together.
Mm-hmm.
And so you get the effect of the great fiber that popcorn brings along with the sour apple and the wild cherry, and it gives you the effect of a candy apple, if you will.
Did you just pitch candy apple popcorn as good for my diet?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I sure did.
Well, I have a small collection of stuff here for us to try.
That's right. That's a gift pack. That's a gift pack. Go ahead and get in there and get you
gift
some.
bag. If you're looking on Facebook,
there you go.
This is it here. What does a gift pack like this sell for?
That gift pack there, you're probably somewhere around $25 for that.
All right.
Depending on what you get in it, these right here are flavors that are fairly common.
Yeah, yeah.
And
so I have Buttery Theater, the most popular one I've heard this morning. Yes.
That has some nice real butter, sea salt that is cooked together with a little bit of coconut oil, so you have a natural sweetness, and when it gets the right temperature, then we dump the seed in, so when it pops, it absorbs the liquid. It's already hot enough that it absorbs it, so that it's not laying on top of it.
This is a problem. I was just feeling adventurous, but now you've made me want the one that's, here's white cheddar, or yellow cheddar.
That's the yellow cheddar.
Yellow cheddar.
And that yellow cheddar right there is a platinum yellow real cheddar. And then once, that's Buttery Theater Pop with the yellow cheddar on it. Then we come back while it's wet, when it runs through the tumbler, we put in some powder, some cheddar powder, so that you have the cheddary along with the cheddar pate, along with the Buttery Theater Pop.
Here's Nana's Caramel.
Nana's Caramel.
Or Carmel, as I've heard it named sometimes.
That is correct.
And what do we have here? We've got candy corn with drizzle.
Yeah, now that is...
Tell me about that.
Now this drizzle right here, what you have going on with this popcorn, again, it is Buttery Theater Pop with all the classics that go with that. And it has white vanilla chocolate that's drizzled over it, and some candy corn. It's a fall thing.
And then I covered this one, the Gourmet kettle. Okay, I'll try that.
There you go. Try that out right there. And then we got the handy dandy little...
I see a little bucket.
The little bucket there.
Yeah.
And then that way, while you're watching some Netflix or some Prime videos or what have you.
I love it.
You can dump it off in there and just kind of be able to get at it very conveniently.
Well, while I'm trying this candy corn with drizzle, how do you manage production? Do you make it as you need it, or do you know what's coming already?
Well, you it's a double-edged sword. What I do, I know what's popular. So we keep a limited amount ready to go, but it's just as easy to turn it out, package it, and put it out the next day. Then that way it's fresh. It's not something that you leave laying around. You don't want to ever ship 3 or 4 or 5 day old corn.
No.
You pop it.
No. How long does it last in this bag?
Well, that is a 4-meal heat sealed bag, and it's in an environment where the humidity is very low. We have a humidifier that drops the humidity, keeps it around 72, a 4 meal bag, and it is heat sealed. So that should last you, theoretically, it should stay fresh a minimum of 30 days.
All right.
Until you open it. Once you open it, of course, the time you open it, it don't matter because it won't last long.
No, it won't. But you said it was for fall, and on Facebook, you can see I've got some candy corn, actual chunks of candy corn in here. Mm-hmm. So,
there you go. Yeah, all right. That's the right sound there, Brian.
Now, next question for you is,
yes.
Can you tell me about any? Can you tell us about any partnerships or collaborations?
Well, the partnerships, I'm very independent. So I partner with my customers. That is my partners.
Okay.
Because because you can have the best equipment in the world. You can have all the product that's made. You have all the education that you need, but if you do not have a customer base, you have no business.
If Joe were here, he would say something really smart.
What would
in response to that?
Well, let me get that.
I have no idea. I'm just going to enjoy this popcorn and think about if Joe were here.
If Joe were here?
Yeah.
Well, we'll leave Joe. We'll leave Joe something. He can talk about it after a while.
Yeah, I think he would be unhappy to be here. 30 years. In 30 years, Ronnie has created a monster.
Right.
She always let Joe think that he's right about everything.
Right.
And then when he comes in here to the studio and runs this radio show, it's like he's right about everything.
Yeah.
He's just complete confidence. Like he's absolutely right about all things.
Well, he's been groomed and trained well.
For 30 years by Ronnie, I assume. I blame her.
That's right.
And you do sell around Pop Cornelius, right?
I do.
Okay, very good.
I live in the wonderful town of Mooresville.
All right. So very local.
Very local, and we have a good time in Mooresville. We love Mooresville.
All right. Hey, when you were talking about partnership with the customers, how do you get feedback from them?
We seek their feedback we ask them to go on our business Facebook page, and we want their opinion. We want their honest opinion. What do you think? You can do that publicly. You can always call. I'm open to phone calls. I don't hide from my phone calls. Text messages, emails. It's just important to me. The most important thing to me about the whole thing is how do you feel about it? Everybody's taste buds are different. What I like, you may not like.
End user experience. I get it.
I get it. So
Julie wants to know, I got a message from Facebook here.
Yes.
What makes kettle corn so sweet?
In my kettle corn, the kettle corn traditionally is made from corn oil, corn, and sugar. That is what traditionally kettle corn's made of. I make my kettle corn, put a little bit of molasses in it, and make it on I do use sugar, but I use vanilla bean extract, butter, and I use plenty of sugar.
I think we should take your explanation of what you're putting in this popcorn and use it for the background for yoga. Because it is relaxing. I am just happy to hear that voice and hear those pieces. I got a tough question for you. You ready? Unscripted.
Yes.
What role do you think artificial intelligence is going to play in the future of popcorn manufacturing and distribution?
You know, I haven't really given a lot of thought to that, but I think with what I understand with artificial intelligence, they can make it be about whatever they want it to be.
Gotcha. So whatever I want to prove in, I just throw some AI in it?
Just throw some AI in it and polish it right up.
Well, congratulations for answering that.
There you go. Send it right on out there.
And real quick, because we got 45 seconds left before we go to break, but what's your favorite memory or experience related to your business that really stands out to you?
I'm going to tell you the thing that I seek is the unannounced expressions of people's faces whenever they taste our products that comes off our food trailer or the popcorn that they try right then and there. Be it a shave ice, be it a caramel apple, candy apple, the smile on the faces of the children, of the adults, because we're all children. There's some bigger than others.
I agree. That is awesome. I appreciate it so much. Mr. D's GourmetPopcorn.com.
Yes.
Have a great day.
Keep it right here. Local Biz Now.
All right.
With Joe Bagnone will
Well,
return
that
after this short break on
is my other person here. That is the end of yours, if she's here. If not, then
Well,
then we're gonna.
Then you want solo.
She's here.
No, she's not. I'm sorry.
Oh.
Now what we gonna do?
Well, I'm gonna ask you questions about her job.
Yeah.
Huh?
I'm gonna ask you sound like you.
Delicious.
Well, I tell you what, I will tell you how good her product is.
Yeah, well, no, we won't touch on her. We'll let her stand alone.
I'll tell you how good her product is, but other than that.
Yeah.
So Mr. D's done?
No, we're gonna dig in on.
What are we gonna talk about?
Yeah, we're gonna talk about finances. What do you want to talk about?
We want to talk about happy people.
Let's talk about happy people. Yeah.
I'm going to tell you, I've spent 43 years of my life I have spent in customer service or some form of management since I was in my late 20s.
Yes.
I'm 65 years old. Be 66 before long. And the bottom line for me is I love people. I love people, and I appreciate the ability to be able to communicate with people. So the most important thing to me is, what do you think? It is customer service. The thing that makes Mr. D makes me is that the commitment to unmatchable customer service no matter what, regardless of your product, whether you're selling walk-off mats, whether you're selling shave ice, whether you're selling popcorn, whether you're selling computer services, whether you're selling donuts, no matter what you do, is consistency, quality of product to your people who allow you to serve them.
Where is Joe when we need him? That is a great conversation, and he would love that.
But you know what? Joe's listening.
You think he is? You think he's taking time from his?
No, Joe's listening. If Joe's got,
well, he's going to watch this later for certainly.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Joe's got his earpiece in somewhere.
You think so?
Incognito.
Says, Ronnie, I'll be right back.
Yeah.
I'll be in the bathroom for the next hour.
Yeah. Hold on just a minute, honey.
You want some of this popcorn? Have you had enough today?
Oh, I've had enough for today. I've had enough today.
Do you ever have popcorn for breakfast, lunch, and dinner?
I always keep a popcorn snack bag in my car.
You eat cornflakes?
I do. Because it's part of popcorn. Oh, man. I tell you, we do all kinds of stuff, man. Me and my wife, we did 150 bags of cotton candy last night.
150 bags of cotton candy?
Well, no, I won't say last night, yesterday.
Yeah.
Last night, I was in the bed asleep.
Gotcha.
30 seconds, gents.
10-4.
But, yeah, cotton candy. I found out how to, keep my cotton candy from shrinking. So, you got to admit, I like sugar.
And a higher company match to their 401k savings plan. Tom Busby, Bloomberg Radio.
Now more Local Biz Now with Joe Bagnone on 105.9, 100.7 WSIC. Local starts here.
Absolutely. Welcome back to Local Biz Now, where your business matters. And we're going to keep on talking. We're going to dig in deeper. And then I'd like to talk to you a little bit about cigars, if you don't mind.
Oh, I love cigars.
All right, great.
I am a cigar connoisseur. I love smoking cigars. It's very relaxing.
When we were stepping away for the break, you were saying that it's the look on people's faces.
Absolutely.
It's the effect on people. And on your website, you're very community-centric.
Yes.
And I can tell during the break on Facebook, anyone who was listening would know that you are a people person.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. And you were saying that you've been selling for how long in your life?
Oh, in my lifetime, I have spent 43 years in some form of customer service, some form of sales. I love people. I like making a difference. I'm your problem-solving guy. Your mountain is a molehill for me. We'll find a way. That's 100% of your day, but it's 1% of mine. And when we get done talking, it'll be 1% of your day as well.
Well, I love that. I love that.
That's how you,
and you said you'd alluded to earlier, if someone comes up with a particular flavor, they can get a hold of you at Mr. D's.
Mista, M-I-S-T-A, Mr. D's GourmetPopcorn.com.
Yes, and they just send you what their idea is.
That's right. There's an email on there. And if you're a type of person that you like to talk, there's a phone number. I'll talk to you.
All right. What is the like I saw the pickle popcorn that you got on there?
Oh yeah.
That dill pickle popcorn?
Oh, dill pickle. I've got some dill pickle customers.
Do you really?
Oh yeah. I got some I got some people that like spicy popcorn.
I was surprised to see the it wasn't red hot. What was it?
You're talking about the popcorn. Are you talking about the special popcorn that I did for some guys that we call it swamp dust?
I don't know. It was spicy.
Well, yeah, we had let's see, what did we have? We had Viper. We had the Trinidad Viper pepper, ghost pepper, and the habanero.
Good gracious.
So that was two off from the Pocky chips. So I made some out of ghost pepper. Some of my guys that I gave it to. Oh man, if you're gonna this is hotter popcorn you got, you may as well sell Girl Scout cookies. I said, well, hold on a minute, boys. Let me go back to the lab. So I went on back to the lab. I got in touch with my guy that I buy a lot of the flavors from. He's got more flavors than got words on them that I can't pronounce. So I had to look them up.
Mm-hmm.
But I got those flavors in. I put that together, and I took the popcorn up there, and they cowed down after that.
Okay, very good.
Yeah, I had to bring them some milk to rescue them.
What does cleanup look like? Like you've made a small batch, and how much time does it take to clean up after that?
You're probably looking at a good 15 minutes of actual breaking it down, because in between batches, and everything is stainless steel. And what you do is with the stainless steel stuff, you break it down, and you obviously use your disinfectants, your degreasers, and then of course the water is so hot you don't put your hands in it.
Sure.
And once you sanitize it and you put the cleaner on it that keeps the bacteria from growing, and you turn it upside down and you actually let it dry on it.
Gotcha. This is all the boring stuff.
All the boring stuff.
I much prefer listening to you talk about the ingredients that go into it.
Oh, yeah. Because you know what? You've got butter, you've got salt, you've got sugar, you've got everything that breeds your foodborne pathogens, and you got to make sure that stuff.
Well, that segues in not foodborne pathogens, but cleanup. Brings us to our other guest.
Yes.
Melissa from the Peach Cobbler Factory. And I love your place.
Thank you.
And I am grateful for you being here today. On LinkedIn, you've got your top 2 interests are Mark Cuban and Kevin O'Leary. Did you know that?
I did not.
If Joe were here, he'd say that this means that you have an entrepreneurial spirit, that you are interested in investments, and that you are likely enthusiastic about business strategy.
Wow.
Now I know that you have your fingers in more than just the Peach Cobbler Factory. What else do you have?
Right now, currently, we have 2 assisted living facilities down in Monroe, North Carolina, and also a barber and hair salon that's located down the sidewalk from the Peach Cobbler Factory.
So you are also a serial entrepreneur.
Yeah.
I don't know where you guys find the time to deal with more things at once.
We don't sleep.
I'm doing good to keep one company running and cash flow going and payroll making and
taxes.
I guess
we
it
don't
must
sleep.
be. Nope. It must be.
You sleep on the fly.
That's it. That's truly it.
How long have you been? I think you have 2 locations for the Peach Cobbler Factory. Is that correct?
That is correct. We have purchased 3 territories, but only 2 are currently open. The 3rd location is questionable because of the amount of lack of manpower that we have. So, yeah.
I gotcha. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, and you have mentioned before that staffing.
Correct.
Is a real challenge for you.
That is correct.
Yeah.
That is correct.
In fact, I have caught you working the ovens. You yourself with all these other businesses going. I've caught you working the ovens, and I've caught you many times working the counter late at night.
That is correct.
So, well, we appreciate your dedication because when the hankering hits, I want to be able to go down and have some beach
That's
cobbler.
right, and we're open till 10 p.m. every night.
Good stuff.
Yeah. Do you offer any seasonal flavors?
Absolutely. You know, pumpkin spice is rolling up.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, tell me about it. Tell me about it. I am pumpkin spiced out already. But that is a seasonal thing that we have and we offer every year. I say every year. We've only been 2 years with this whole entire business.
Okay.
So, yeah, but we have new products that we're going to introduce.
I gotcha. Well, yeah, you probably remember that I like the blackberry cobbler.
Yes, I remember.
And I'm going to share my experience of what I like to do is I like to get about a half a spoonful of blackberry cobbler, and then take that spoon and go into that vanilla ice cream that you have with that little bit of cinnamon sprinkled on top. And when those two meet, I almost always think to myself about the ice cream, talking to the cobbler, and the cobbler talking to the ice cream, and the cobbler saying, you know, ice cream, you complete me. And then I eat them.
Yes.
Because it's so tasty. Absolutely. But that is absolutely that's
you.
absolutely my favorite stuff there.
That actually is the most popular cobbler as well.
Well, there you have it. Yeah. Well, what is the least popular? Which cobbler do we all hate?
I'm not gonna say hate.
You have a dill pickle one?
No dill pickles. Period. That's not sweet enough. I'm gonna say the least is probably gonna be the strawberry, which happens to be my personal favorite.
Wow. I have seen people order the strawberry. Yeah.
That is my personal favorite, but I'm gonna say that's the least seller.
Huh. Yeah. Well, wow. I guess it stands to reason a little bit because other stuff is so good.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Kind of tough. In the time that you've had the Peach Cobbler Factory in downtown Cornelius, 21303 Catawba Avenue, if I've got the address correct. In the time that you've had there, is there any particular customer experience that's stood out that really struck home? Like you're winning, you're nailing it when that happened.
The repeat business.
Absolutely.
Yeah, the repeat business. We
Joe,
have a lot of loyal customers at this point.
Joe, who's not here, knew the Peach Cobbler.
Really?
Yes, because he says that they order it on the online apps all the time.
Okay.
And what percentage of your business comes from those?
About 65%.
65%. So
65%.
when I see 10 people hanging out at the chairs on the inside and waiting to place their order, that is 35%.
Correct. Of the actual business.
Of the actual business. That is awesome.
And the busiest hours is from 8 to 10 every night, I guess, when the sugar cravings kick in.
I guess so. Yeah. I guess so. Now, you chose the location because the landlord is so smart and good looking.
I love my landlord. Don't talk about him. James.
No, but you chose the location because there's a lot of stuff going on down there. It's fairly just not too far from the Kane Center. We've got Second Fridays. We've got the Taba Walks. Every festivity that goes on in the town hall parking lot's right there for you. Do you work with the other businesses, or do you just tag onto those pieces as best you can?
I definitely try to solicit the other businesses as well, taking them samples, letting them know that we are there, encourage them to push their customers up the sidewalk a little bit.
Yes.
With all the events happening there, that has been a true blessing for us. There is a lot of activity going on in the area, and I know everybody's excited to see what the future holds. And I'm hoping my landlord will sell me that building.
I'll put in a word for you. Well, I would like to say that the local community loves you also because you're there. And so that's what I get a lot. I used to have a computer store there, and people are like, hey, your computer store's not there anymore. And I'm like, nah, it's the Peach Cobbler. And everybody's like, oh.
And people still come in looking for you.
Well, I send them to you for Peach Cobbler.
Well, thank you.
And I tell them when you come through Cornelius, let me know and we'll meet down there. So I got a few seconds left here, but we'll come back from the break. We'll talk some more about marketing strategies and your future plans and your personal touch. And thank you so much for being here.
Absolutely. Thank you for welcoming me.
live on Facebook. I'm checking to see if anybody wrote anything in the meantime. I love pumpkin spice. Christine Atkosha, you familiar with her? She wrote.
Oh, you're on live too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we're on Facebook.
Yeah.
Your camera's right here if you're gonna play for the camera.
Ew.
Yeah, and we're live right now.
Do like Sophia.
Yes. Let's see. Oh, and you got your link up there. I love pumpkin spice. I just ordered popcorn. Now we're going to DoorDash some banana pudding. Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
That's Joe saying that. That's Joe coming in.
Joe was listening. I told you Joe was
Where's
listening.
Mamie today?
She left just before you got here.
She just left.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. She's a regular.
She always.
Yeah, she's a regular.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Some delicious stuff.
Yes.
Oh, my Lord.
It's both of y'all's stuff is too delicious. What's in there?
Fruit treats.
Speaking of which.
Oh, looky here, looky
Oh,
whipped
yeah.
topping
May I have a
is
spoon?
melting.
May I have a spoon out of that bag?
here. You may.
So we have chocolate chip, we have red velvet, New York cheesecake, and the 3 over here is the original banana pudding.
Oh, yeah.
Original banana.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my Lord.
Don't act like you've never seen that before.
The aesthetics coming through the
And
ear.
at some point we're gonna get a cue that we're supposed to go back online. I'm going to turn this around.
And I'll take New York cheesecake.
Well, come on, get
Which
you
one is? Oh well, here, take a spoon.
New York cheesecake is along the bottom.
I'm sorry, I was just gonna eat them all as best I
see.
could.
Thank you, thank
by
you.
myself.
Oh, Lord, it is something else. Where's the banana?
The New York cheesecake is my personal
The
favorite.
banana pudding.
This is just the regular on this side.
All right.
Oh, that. Hey, thank you for adjusting the camera.
I appreciate that.
Spot on. Thank you so much.
Oh, look at that, boy. They got us.
What'd you guys
Oh,
get?
Lordy. Look
I
how
have New York
delicious.
cheesecake.
I'm gonna go for the
Chocolate chip.
Oh,
Yes.
my Lord. I'll be grandma in the kitchen somewhere.
You know, that's what I thought. Unfortunately, it is a franchise, so here we are.
What does that
Found it.
mean?
Well, we found it down at Carolina Beach,
Mhm.
and I thought it was the greatest concept we ever came across because I felt the same way as Mr. D felt. Who
15
is
seconds.
Thank you.
15 seconds.
in the kitchen making this stuff? And bought into it then when there were only 12 locations. Now we're up to 100
Biz Now
strong.
with Joe Bagnon on
Wow.
105.9, 100.7
And
growing.
WSIC. Local starts here.
100 and growing.
Local Biz Now, we're back here talking about the Peach Cobbler Factory. While we've been away, if you followed us on Facebook, we got into some cups of this banana pudding.
Delicious.
I got the chocolate chip one.
Oh, I got the banana pudding.
Banana pudding. Which one did you get?
New York cheesecake
New
for
York
me.
cheesecake.
I still think grandma's somewhere in the kitchen.
Here she is.
Well, you are close to the community. Community loves you. You're doing your part. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
You're making Cornelius tastier than it ever
A
was.
little bit sweeter.
A little bit sweeter. That's right.
A little alone.
When you opened and you put up some signage, and we watched you on Facebook making announcements that you were going to open. What other marketing pieces are you doing now that you're open and been open for a while?
Well, a lot of things that we realize social media is wonderful, but word of mouth. That has been really big for us. And we appreciate that. The community definitely is talking about it. But before we actually did all the social media stuff, we were actually out in the neighborhoods, hitting mailboxes, sticking flyers, any and everywhere we could where it was legal. Yeah.
Right.
So we did. We probably hit, I'd say, 15, 20 different neighborhoods just around Cornelius and Davison.
Okay. For social media, you have a wall of your shop.
Correct.
That has the Peach Cobbler Factory logo on it. And people take a picture with it.
Absolutely.
And tag it.
Yes.
Pop it up there.
Yes.
That's kind of fun. Also, I'm watching my belly get bigger, and my child grow.
Moderation. That's the
and my
key
child
word.
grow through that. Well, moderation.
Oh, we love Sophia.
That's the dryer doing that, man.
Is that
Right.
what that is?
That's
Right.
the dryer
All right.
shrinking your clothes.
There you are, Mr. D.
That's right.
Your future plans?
Future plans is expansion.
A third location once you find some staffing for it.
That is correct. And we've been propositioned with a fourth location in Mooresville. I know the owner who purchased that territory, and she's having a little bit of difficulties as far as doing her build outs and stuff. So she suggested that we could possibly take it off her hands. So that would be the 4th location.
Well, in regards to build out, if I'm not mistaken, you moved into the space that you are, and 2 weeks later, it was completely, fully upfit and ready to go.
Yes.
Which is phenomenal.
Love my crew.
That doesn't make any sense at all.
But you saw it.
I did see it, but I've seen many, many, many small businesses
That's right.
go 90 days, 120 days, paying rent, not a single dollar coming in.
Easily.
So kudos to you. Well done.
Thank you.
You want to tell you who that crew was? I'll just write these numbers down here real quick.
Well,
you don't want to share that? Okay. All right. That's all right. You don't have to. I wouldn't either if I were you.
I'll send you his contact.
Do you, and we covered while we were on break that the Peach Cobbler is a franchise?
That is correct.
All right. Do you have a way to ask for other flavors and expand what they have to offer?
We do, but right now, since we've grown so fast, when I signed on, there was only 12. Now we are currently up to 100 locations. Blueberry and raspberry is always a popular request. But no, we have a test kitchen down in Florida where we do things where we're going to try to introduce vegan and gluten-free options as well. I don't know how you do that with the sweet shop, but it will be introduced later on down the line.
All right. All right, a little something for everyone. You have multiple businesses, and they're very different.
Correct.
Yeah, so you're multifaceted. It's not just like I'm doing
sticking to
one food thing.
Right.
Yes. If there's when young wannabe entrepreneurs come to you and ask for your advice, what do you tell them?
Work hard and stay diligent and focus on whatever it is that you desire.
I got to talk to one of your college friends,
Courtney.
And Courtney says she has always been like this. She has
appreciate
always
that.
been running wide open, always been working hard at what she's doing. And so that's what you would tell her. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you drive a Tesla, right?
Yes. Yes. And absolutely love it. I tell anybody, I don't care. I love my Tesla.
Gotcha.
I do.
All right. Do you smoke cigars?
No.
No?
No.
Do you have any cigar flavored?
Cobbler? Absolutely not.
Well, that's a horrible segue into this next piece then.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. But thank you so much for the tastes.
Okay. You're
and
welcome.
for coming and talking to us.
Absolutely.
What else do you want to say about the Peach Cobbler and or yourself?
I'm just thankful to be here in this area. Business is doing very well. I appreciate all the support from the community, from Statesville all the way down to Charlotte. So.
Well, we love you and we thank you.
Thank
I
you.
personally include you in my prayers of gratitude.
Thank you.
Every
Thank
time you
you.
pay the rent.
I'm looking forward to you coming to Mooresville.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see. Like I said, our only issue is manpower.
Right.
It's just hard right now.
I get it.
Like, I don't know what is going on. I don't know if it's politics or what, but it's just tough.
Is it money? Are kids looking for more money? Like, I'm assuming that you have.
We never had that issue. I just think it's the lack of wanting to work. Because I can give you as many hours as you'd like, but you're going to tell me you got an eyelash appointment, that's an issue for me.
I get it. Yes. Yeah. Well.
Or answer the phone during the interview.
If Joe were here.
Or on your phone while you're trying to get trained with your AirPods in.
Yes.
If Joe were here, he would have good guidance and an answer for you on that one.
Well,
because
we need Joe.
He ran. We do need Joe.
Absolutely.
He ran a number of restaurants down in Charlotte at one time and had to keep
Really?
those staffed. And I know that it is a challenge.
And
we
as
certainly
the business owners come in, I always question them when they tell me they own local businesses and things of that nature. The guy from Bagel Bin, Hector with the new pizza spot that's coming in Cornelius, I always ask for insight on staffing. There's a guy came in that owns several show Mars. Like, I always ask for insight on several things like that.
Gotcha. Yeah. But nothing where it's just not clicking
They
yet.
said everybody's on their phone. They
How
said
about that?
Yeah, they said we'll yell through the camera sometimes. Get off your phone. Pay attention to the customer. And it's an issue. I mean, it really is. I'm old school. I believe in giving eye contact and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So,
well, that's why you are where you are.
Exactly.
And we appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yeah. Speaking of eye contact in old fashioned, let's take a moment here and talk about our sponsor, Berners Cigar Company. So I really do enjoy cigars. I smoke about 3 a week, I guess.
I'd have never thought that.
You know? Because my teeth are fairly white.
They're nice and white. And you don't smell like smoke.
No. But we have a special. Don't tell Joe I told you. But if you go to Berners Cigar and hold up a sign similar to this and get a picture and post on social media, then you can get a free cigar.
Wow.
Yeah.
I want my picture.
And I like, at Berners Cigars, I like that they favor Lanceros, which are a longer, skinnier cigar. And now that I'm getting into darker stuff, more rich taste cigars, I'm finding what they have suits me better also. A lot of their newer stuff is darker. It's not light stuff like you'd find at a department store or not a department store, a grocery store. So big fan. Mm-hmm. Burkdale.
Is that where he is?
I wonder if that's where he is.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know. I hope he's smoking a cigar in celebration for his 30th anniversary. 30 years he has been married.
Wow.
Yeah, he has had 30 years.
That's rare.
To pretend like he's listening.
Yeah.
I bet he's really good. I bet she has full conversations with them, and not once does he ever go, huh? What?
It's a whole lot easier to do it that way.
It's how long you been married?
Well, the second time. My first marriage was 31 years, 8 months, and my wife passed away with brain cancer.
Okay.
And so we took a little break. And then my second wife, that is sitting out in the lobby.
Mm-hmm. Roxanne.
Big
fan?
Big fan, yeah, she is. Me too. But we're working on 10 years. Well, I take that back. I stand to be corrected. We have finished 10 years and working on 11. We started in 2014. And so we're at 224 and counting.
Melissa, you never let a man tie you down?
Not yet. I'm working on it.
I know. I know. I've seen him working the counter too.
He's there now. Yeah.
Have you taught him that doing the dishes is not just putting the dishes in the sink?
Oh, for sure.
Okay.
Oh, for sure. He has OCD a lot too, so it's working out very well.
I like that man a great deal.
Yeah.
Every time we've interacted, I'm like, I like this guy.
Yeah. He's working out very well.
I would say Joe probably puts the dishes in the sink and considers them done. 30 years into it. So, yeah.
I understand, Joe.
Yeah. At this point, I bet he probably, we got about a minute and a half here, but he probably doesn't even know what he's agreeing to when he says, yes, ma'am.
Oh, okay.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, dear.
Because he's not listening.
Yeah. Yes, dear. That's it. He's not listening, but it worked. It's worked for 30 years.
That's good.
So, Joe and Ronnie, happy 30th anniversary. And Joe, thank you for letting me run the show while you're away.
Happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary. I hope you have 130 more.
And thank both of you for being here. Mista D's Gourmet Popcorn and the Peach Cobbler Factory in downtown Cornelius. Do either of you have anything you want to say while we've got 10 seconds left?
Pursue your dreams. Pursue your dreams.
All right, let's do a station call. WSIC. What are our call numbers? Oh, that's how bad I am. Now I'm going to be in big trouble with Joe because I got this. I got this far along, and then I blew it at the last few minutes. But but I've had a great time doing it. Local Biz Now, your business matters.
Serving you better than ever before. WSIC, Statesville, W290DK Mooresville, W264CU Statesville.